This is the Iowa Weather Report for Wednesday, January 22nd, 2014. And now our first look at the 0Z GFS model run. This is at noon today, and you can see we still have the flow coming out of the Northwest Territories, Nunavut Province, and the Yukon, and an upper-level feature over Western Ontario with some energy around it going through the Great Lakes is going to produce some snow flurries there. Could see some snow flurries or snow showers early in the day today. Otherwise, that big high pressure in southern Canada is going to be in control of our weather today. Tomorrow, it'll be over southeast Nebraska. Highs today will be in the single digits and teens. About the same here on Thursday. Thursday morning will be quite cold. Lows will be below zero once again. And then we start to warm up finally on Friday. Temperatures maybe the upper teens, low 20s in the east to maybe the lower and middle 30s out west. Maybe even higher than that. Maybe 40 in some areas with no snowpack. But there's a clipper system to our northwest and it slams through the state Friday night into early on Saturday. By midday Saturday, it's off into the Great Lakes. Temperatures will be likely dropping throughout the day, and it won't really clear out because here comes another clipper system right on the heels of that one, and that'll be moving through mainly Saturday night into most of the day Sunday, and that could bring some accumulating snows and temperatures likely in the teens to around 20. And then the big high-pressure system is back over us again. We start a new work week, and it doesn't really change a whole lot. It's still cold, highs in the teens, lows near zero, maybe a single digits above or below. And even as we go into Tuesday, nothing really changes either. The high pressure is now to our east. The winds are wanting to come around from the south, but it's not really warming up a whole lot. The height levels are staying low, temperatures are staying low, it's just staying cold. Even a week from today, the flow is still out of the north and west with the trough in the east, although not as pronounced. It's a little sharper with the shortwave moving through the east coast. Another clipper system coming in through Saskatchewan and Manitoba may be something we have to look at by the middle to end of next week. But still around here, highs in the teens, 20s, kind of cold and kind of miserable. Couple days after that, going into the extended period on February the 2nd, there's no flow out of the northwest. It's now out of the west, and that's different. That means it's not going to be as cold. And unfortunately, that also means a zonal flow, which means we'll have quick-moving systems around. We'll have a system to our south and west, and that's one we'll have to watch because this one could have produced a fairly decent snowstorm around here a couple days after this image here. Because then at the end of the forecast on the 6th, unfortunately, that system also brings the northerly flow right back in again. The polar vortex is over northern Quebec. Flow coming straight from the North Pole, and that means a big old H. High pressure over northern Alberta, northwest of Edmonton, and that's just going to dump the cold air in. We may see temperatures from 2 weeks ago all over again. Satellite image from last evening. We had the storm moving off the east coast, taking the snow and some blizzard conditions with it. We had some snow and clouds around the upper Midwest into the Great Lakes, and also a few clouds in the west. The watch warning map from last evening, some winter weather advisories across Minnesota and the Dakotas. Those will include 2 counties in Iowa, also in Montana. Some winter weather issues starting to die down in the east, along with some wind chill advisories as well. QPF chart. Precipitation over the next 5 days goes through Sunday evening at 6 o'clock, showing some precipitation around here from about nothing to maybe a tenth or a tenth and a half. Of course, all of that in the form of some snow.